So that means
well, episode 2 of this show couldn't have started any better as center Joe Kaira was selected by FUBA to represent the Silverbacks at the 2025 Afrobasket qualifiers in Monastir, Tunisia. The sophomore who will be making his debut for the team is currently averaging 9.3 points and 11 rebounds per game in the National Basketball League this year, as the UCU Canons are currently 3-1 record. Here is head coach Nicolas Naterza talking about him.
I think he's developing faster than probably many expected, but he's working hard and he has potential. So I'm happy for him and also happy for us. Yet another young player that gets a shot at the international level.
Well, expectations are no different in Canon City in 2024 for the UCU Lady Canons, as it is expected for their side to win as many games as possible, head into the playoffs, and ultimately compete for a championship. Standards are high if you're playing for the UCU Lady Canons, as the 8-time record champions of the National Basketball League start their season 3-1 as they head into week 4 action against the JT Lady Jaguars. Having already defeated Kampala University, YMCA Lady Hamsters, and the UPDF Lady Tomahawks, confidence must be sky high in the camp as they ultimately want to beat an opponent who beat them twice last season and eventually get some bit of positive momentum on their side and extend their winning record to 4-1. Training is hard as it seems, as head coach Nicolas Natuhereza is always looking for his side to improve every single day they step onto the court, and with those expectations come high demands and eventually the results that have always been showing for the side from Mukono. There was a familiar face in training as Jonathan Egao, a former UCU Canon in his own right, is set to join the UCU coaching staff. The former NBL veteran and champion with City Oilers is set to add his experience to this young and upcoming side.
I have been a Canon myself, and so being back to be able to work with the team is something that I've always looked up to, and I think the moment has come and it's really a joy for me to be back home.
Yes, you've said you're back home. You know the expectations here in Mukono with the team performing. Do you have any expectations for yourself and the team this season?
Well, personally, I expect that I should be able to learn a lot more and get better. First of all, working with my senior coach who coached me back in the days, that is Mr. Nicolas Natereza. There's so much I need to learn from him, so that is my expectation. But also in regards to the team, of course, I expect the team to perform a lot more better than last year. You know, last year the team was at the threat of being relegated. And so this year, I look forward to, the team even being at the semi-finals. These are the Canons, and there's so much talent in this team, and I believe they'll even perform much better.
A player already accustomed to these demands is Shakira Namvubia. The 6-year veteran who made her debut with Magic Stormers has risen from a rising talent to making her debut with the national team and ultimately securing herself a championship in the process.
Okay, so of course when I started playing in the league, I didn't know the people who were in the league because I was in high school. So literally, I didn't have any. I was just competing for my team and my coach. Yeah, so I didn't have any targets.
But you won the title in 22. How good must that have felt though?
I guess it's the best feeling in the Ghana basketball. Yeah, because it really feels different, really good.
What did you do to celebrate?
I thank God. Of course, I thank my teammates because I didn't do it alone. My coaches and the fact that I was part of that team that won. Because it wasn't the first time for university to win championship, but it was my first time, and also some of the teammates that I had, it was our first time. So yeah, I just pray so that I can have more.
But you're now one of the captains. How easy or hard is it to be one of the captains of a team that expects to win almost every game?
It's really hard. It's so challenging. It's not impactful because of the different things that you learn. You get to know how to relate to people and how to work with them. And of course, behaving in a certain way because you're a leader. And something that you cannot live without, like working out. Yeah. And the hard things is that you expect it to deliver. That's why to deliver. That's why most times when I don't deliver, still I think like it's evident even the way I be moving around.
On our side because victory belongs to you. As we travel, give us safe travels and protect our teammates that are not with us. Give each player right here wisdom, knowledge to make the right choices. It's more of and less of us, I'm afraid. Looking at last season, us losing to Jaguars during the regular season, both games, and we are not willing to lose to them. And then their team right now, when you look at it, they lost some of the crucial members. So we look forward to actually winning this game. We are not letting our guard down because last season we lost some games and they cost us. So this is not a game for us to lose.
And it is tip-off between the Lady Jaguars and the UCU Lady Cannons in week 4 of the National Basketball League. And getting the first bucket of the game is Livia Nantongo, the rookie, making her presence felt in this game as she finished with double digits, 10 points and 4 rebounds, clearly establishing her role and identity. The Lady Jaguars did come back fighting though in this game as both teams really struggled for offense in the whole game, finishing 46-42, but Brenda Kayaga as well, a former UCU Lady Canon, with that rebound. It was a back and forth affair as Tracy gets that on the first break, but it seems like Every time the JT Lady Jaguars were finding momentum, they would turn the ball over. Sheila Lamono with that brilliant and-one to draw the Lady Cannons and gain some momentum back into the game. But as it seems like the Lady Cannons were coming back in the game, the Lady Jaguars bounced back here. Ruth Letaro onto Mai Muda and Brenda Kayaga for that open three. And the Lady Jaguars forcing Coach Nick to call the timeout, where he passed on some specific instructions to his players in order to get back in the game, as rebounds were failing to be collected and definitely turnovers were a problem. Well, it came through to the huddle and a bit of those tactical acumens were made, with Lovey making that three-pointer, drawing the Lady Cannons back in the game and swinging momentum to them. On the bench, it was still the same, demanding more from their teammates, as the bench players, the players on the bench were supporting their teammates on the court, as this proved to be a very tight game with points in between and the coaches demanding more and more from their players. 25-25 or at the end of the second quarter, but Azida, a second half barrage by Azida Nabayunga, who finished with a team high 15 points and 4 rebounds, was able to take over in the third quarter with a couple of 3-pointers, as well as displaying her excellent playmaking skills to be able to eventually sway the game away from the Lady Jaguars, ending 46-42 in the end. But all was not satisfied from the team, as Bridget Abbey had this to say.
Yeah, I'm not satisfied because I feel like we could have done better, because we had specific assignments to do and we somehow felt short because we had specific players that we had to cut out to win the game. Yes, we tried our best, but it wasn't what we were supposed to do.
As much as we're happy we won, we need to be realistic and understand that we still have a lot of work to do, and there are so many things we could have done better.